it's my honor to present.
Satan's kiss, Medea shining, poison lips, the devil riding. Satan's kiss, Medea shining, poison lips, the devil riding. Satan's kiss, the devil riding, in a tight red dress, bring you to bliss. Blood on your face, a little lipstick, inhale deep, her perfume has a kick. Got a rock in the hips, cracking the whip, arrows dipped in the darkest of venoms. Hail Satan, you'll have a trip. Don't hit too much, just an itsy bit. Satan's kiss, Medea shining, poison lips, the devil riding. Satan's kiss, Medea shining, poison lips, the devil riding.
Welcome back to Lady Babylon. This is Initiating Apocalypse, and tonight it is my proud pleasure to present the first of two on Satan. And I dedicate tonight's show, before I jump into the crowd, start body surfing, I dedicate tonight and tomorrow night's, or Friday night's episodes to the priest of Apollo and his provision of harmony. Fantastic. May you always walk with her. Fantastic. Who are we bringing tonight? Oh my God. Who did we ask, people? Make me small. Who did we ask? We asked the devil. We asked the devil. We did. Come along. Come along. Satan. Let's everybody take a look at tonight's topic. It's not a topic, it's a person, really. And we're going to look at Satan, but you and I are not going to look at Satan like everybody else does. You can go on the internet. You know that, people. It's too late. It's too late, right? Ronan Rose. And it's too late. We go full steam ahead. And what I'm going to show you tonight is mystery again. And you're going to be like, how did you do it? I'm going to show you the mystery again. I'm going to profane it and bring to you the lightning. Oh, in a place that nobody has seen it. In a place that nobody has seen it. All you scholars. Oh, that makes me want to grab a whip. This is early for the whip, isn't it? Oh, I love you, baby. Oh, tonight. Oh, good God. What happened? Oh, Joey. We had an asteroid, people. Oh, God. What happened? Are we still there? Oh, my God. Joey, you can't fly so close to those asteroids. Watch what you're doing, man. Look, for the scholars. Oh, you were so lazy at finding the mystery. Oh, you were so lazy. Here it is, baby. I know that was just to warm you up. I know the way it is. Right? Oh, the algorithm loves us, doesn't it? Oh, look at this. Look at this. Oh, these mats tonight are gorgeous, people. You're really gonna find them pleasant, perhaps even intoxicating. I love it. I love it. Thank you, satanic congregation. Thank you. Thank you, people. Where are we going tonight? And by the way, congregation, I love your interactions. So, it's a big deal to both Chewy and I to sit here and be able to interact with you. So please keep it up. Chewy will throw those up when it's relevant. Isn't that nice? What a nice collaboration you and I make together, Chewy. Yeah, right. Can anything, people, look at the gallery tonight. This is fantastic. Can anything really be too sexy? What a great philosophical, squeeze me down. Squeeze me. There we go. Can anything really be too sexy? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Right? If there is, I think that most of us would very much want to be exposed. Don't you? Right? Wouldn't you want to be? My God, people. Think about how you got here. And I don't mean in the car. Give me what I want to do tonight, people. Oh, wait, before you give me anything, throw up a prophetess, please. People, what am I doing tonight? I'm going to expose you to something right off the bat here. It's just, boom. I'm going to give it to you right in the beginning. Now, Chewy threw up Egeria and Numa. And who are these people? Look at her, people. She, right here, she is the source of all Roman religion. Look at her, the source of all Roman religion. Look at him. What's he doing? He doesn't do anything. He's the king, by the way. This is history. He's the king. Excuse me. He's Numa, right? He's the king. If he looks into a mirror, he becomes Ammon. That's fantastic. But what does he do? He gets up in the morning, he goes and gets his baths when they open, and he gets his business done, and he goes down to this grotto, and he just waits for her. And everybody else is like, hey, you out. And in she comes. Right? In she comes. And let me tell you something. She is always the same. She's always the same. It's dudes like Heraclitus who talked about individuals like Egeria, and they say her voice moves across 1,000 years. Do you understand? Look at her. She is the source of Roman religion. Oh, God. He just writes it down, what she sings. Now, people asked for years about the relationship between Egeria and Numa. They asked about the relationship. And some historians said, no, it was known that they were lovers. And some historians said, nope. He had a fondness for her. That was it. Now, where's the proof? We don't know. We just get both sides, and it becomes a he said, she said kind of thing. There's not much we can do. Not much we can do. What we can do is we can bring back that vision, the capacitated, the vessel they call the vessel. Do you understand? Oh, wait a minute. I thought you said this was about Satan. Exactly. Are you ready to see Satan? Okay, people. Ladies, hold on. Hold on, please, for a minute. Gents, avert your gaze. Are you ready to see Satan? Are you ready to see Satan? Now, where is this from? Maybe bring up a picture. Where is this from? It's from a work that you don't know. I promise you. Well, some of you. You're a lot of nerds in the congregation. I bet you a lot of you nerds actually know. But this is called the Apocalypse of Moses, and or the life of Adam and Eve. The life of Adam and Eve. And what I've got for you tonight are the drugs of Satan. You are not going to see this anywhere else. Why? Because Ammon had to swim for you in that current of ancient Greek to this place, guided by the muse. I'm going to show you his drugs. And when I show you his drugs, you're going to pop. Okay, that's it. That's all we have. It's just, that's it. Boom. Wow. Right? Sudden, explosive understanding. Oh, wow. It's fantastic, isn't it? Right? Okay, are you ready? You're saying, hey, you got to produce if you're going to win this show. You know what I mean? No problem. I've got for you something gorgeous. Do you want to see Satan as he first appears? You're going to say, oh, he's Hebrew. It's from the word shaitan. No, it's not. Now, the date on the document we're looking at is the second century. They usually date in the 2nd century. Now, here's the problem. Anybody who spends any amount of time reading ancient Greek, yeah, like somebody who's trained and done it, right, and can do it. By the way, people were asking me, somebody had a question about a student. Well, what happens, and can I never get to the point that I can read the Greek? I'm always chasing. No, I'm going to have on the show, I'm going to have a student couple. I'm hoping to have 2 former students come in and talk about having gotten through the intensive course with me. They then went on to a reading group. And that reading group, we happened to be reading Lucius's ass. We reached into it and we pulled out a Christing. There's Christing in there. And they were like, oh, look, the old man is not lying to us. Oh, God, he's not old. I'm old. Ionic. It's old. Straighten out. Give it to me. Do we have anybody who's jazzed up yet? I haven't even given you the first one, right? Are you ready? The first source is coming up. This is Satan in all of his glory, bro. Right out of a book that you don't read. Right out of a book. Now, they say this is from the 2nd, but Anno Domini, but I would be happy to sit down with a group of classicists and just say, hey, doesn't this thing look like it's more like 1st BC? Yeah. It matches up perfectly with the minor prophets. It's using all the same schemes, right? Oh, my God. Right? The dressing, the lattices, the foundation, it looks like it's probably, I'm not going to argue it because it's not, it's not that hugely important. But here's a source for us, and we're going to go right in early for Satan. Early. Are you ready? Get me the first one. People, this is going to crush you. Are you ready? What does this say in ancient Greek? I'm just going to translate it. Your ruler is Satan. Your ruler is Satan. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, wait. It's very important for you to let this absorb into your conscience. Right? Not your consciousness, your conscience. So it can stab you in the future. I have set a burr in your saddle. You're going to love it. He is the ruler. Whose ruler, baby? Your ruler. Who was Jesus tempted by? Who was Jesus tempted by? Are we at the rights yet? Yeah, we're already there, right? Well, we're on the periphery. We're coming up. I'm just announcing to you the king. I'm announcing to you the ruler, your ruler. You mean if I'm a monist and I believe in Jesus Christ Almighty, if you follow the Pantocrator that you speak of, you are ruled by Satan. Oh my God, did he actually say that? Did he actually say that? People, it's what the text says, right? I'm just reading you the text. Okay, number one, welcome Satan. What's the first thing we find out? He's our ruler. Yay! Right? It's good to know your perspective of who you are, right? Remember the Bacchic admonition? You don't know who you are. What does it say on the temple of Apollo? Know who you are. Are we entering the mysteries? Yeah, we're walking into the temple right now, baby. Look at it. Look at it. This is sexy. It's gonna. Okay, number two on Satan. Satan, what else? What else? Oh, God. What does he do? He is working in you of the spirits of wandering. He is working in you with the spirits of wandering. Remember what Jude said? There's people, right? They're causing you to wander in the error that was the error of Korah. We were there, people. We saw the calf. Remember the incense? You didn't think I was going to leave the drugs out, did you? No, Satan's. Okay, drugs, Satan. Right? Why do you think Jesus? Drugs. Jesus Christ. Why do you think? By the way, this is the morning star I'm showing you. Right? So fantastic. This is the morning star before the counterclaim. Fantastic. Moses. Can you believe Moses showed us so much? Now, people, I announced, and it's just reverberating. We can just see a little bit of seismic activity. But I announced that Judaism and Christianity were twins born at the same time. Okay. Twins born of the same mystery mother. God. Fantastic. A monist division of the synagogue. That original worship of those people that migrated from Crete and came and lived in Judea. Do you understand? Fantastic. Right? We're right in the cult again, people, with Satan. How did Satan jump into this before anybody else? It's fantastic. It's fantastic. Oh, you're going to love it. Give me the next one. What else do we know about Satan? Give me number 3. People want to know. What does he do? There's a lot of pornating, people. And those ladies, they're drawn to that anomia. They're drawn to that anomia. Okay? Remember, you're talking about sons of God and daughters of men. Right? Some sexy stuff. If you don't have Satan. This is the kingdom, people. Welcome to it. Remember what Jesus said about the kingdom. You've got to come as a child or else nothing. And everybody's like, oh, there's a theological discussion. Bring in the theologians. Oh, yeah. Yeah, baby. Mommy never spanked you like that, did she? Yeah. Go to your seminary, you punks. Look at your buddy sleeping next to you. Don't go into his dream. Woo! I love it. Hail Satan is right. Hail Satan is right. Did we just cross over? I think we just crossed over. Whew. Okay, give me the next one. Is this the 4th? We're up to the 4th. All right, we're up to the 4th, and things are already getting beaten. I love it, people. What are these ladies attracted to? They're attracted to anomia. What is the anomos? It is the lawless. It is the impious. Right? It is that which without Moses' law applied to it. Right? They are a naturally receptive group to a gorgeousness that is, look at the bottom, unmusical. Now, somehow, to the servant of Apollo, the priest of the highest, I know that will somehow make sense, even though it is seemingly contradictory to what perhaps the music would tell you. Do you understand? What is that anomia to which the Bacchic women are drawn? Hear the Bacchic dissonance. Oh, God. It's a new music, people. It's a new music. Do you see Egeria? Do you see her prophecy over 1,000 years? That's the voice. Oh, God. Oh, gorgeous. Is this the mystery? Give me the next one. Give me the next one. Is this the fifth? Right? Oh, people. Now, I want you to consider, as we're here at the mystery, there's a group of us who are outside, right? These are monists. And they're telling you, this is wrong because these are the pollutions of the people. These are the pollutions of the people. Do you hear how xenophobic that is? These are the pollutions of the people. Everybody who's not in our monist group. This is what you hear in this apocalypse of Moses that perfectly correlates with the minor prophets, like a DNA linking up bases. Oh, God. Whew, sexy. It is sexy stuff, baby. It is sexy stuff. Oh, are you ready for Satan's drugs? Oh, God. You're so fortunate tonight. Lady Babylon congregation, I just want you to keep that up there. But I want you to know that you're so fortunate. I'm going to spank you because you don't realize exactly how fortunate you are. Oh, yes. This is the first time you're going to see this. Don't go buy some course. By the way, people, I got to say seriously, I know we'll get to the abomination of desolation, but I want you to realize, this is not a profit-making business. We are not monetized for a reason. That is so that we can maintain our integrity. And so that you can have a voice, right? Otherwise, it's some douche who's giving somebody $5 like I'm throwing money at a monkey on the side of the street, right? And he's there with somebody in the back. He's there with his madam, if you will, maybe playing some kind of musical instrument. And the monkey's like dance, monkey, dance. What? Right? And what do? You throw money at that monkey. And he picks it up and he puts it in a little jar next to the guy. And the guy's like, thanks, bro. Right? That's the way it is. But not here on Lady Babylon. Look, we can just turn to someone. Who was that before? That was nice before. I've seen that person a lot in the congregation. Shout out to this person. There you go. Madam, somebody, right? Right. Thank you for coming. I've noticed you come very, consistently. And I appreciate that. I do. You should sit up front. Right? Love it. Look, nobody had to pay anything. Right? I'm just sitting in my kitchen, bro. Oh, and by the way, the priest of Apollo, to whom this is dedicated tonight, also mentioned the wiener that I took out of my refrigerator. I need to reconsider. I understand. So I put the wiener back in the refrigerator. It's back in the refrigerator. Great. Forward we go. Everybody has a mistake every once in a while, right? Note to self, do not play with contents of refrigerator. Give me the next one. This is the abomination people that the people of the nations do. That is everybody who's not one of us monists, right? That includes your own ethnic people, right? Those people that immigrated from Crete, they didn't all become, they were, if you want to call them modern day Israelis, more in that sense, because they're culturally diverse when it comes to their religion. And it's caused by this splitting of this monosect, right? And they're the ones creating this abomination. Oh, God, don't do what these people do in their wanderings, right? Where they enter into that zone, right? This is the kingdom of Satan. Do you understand? When Jesus goes there, it's when the trial begins. It's when the trial begins. And who's there at the trial? The accuser. The accuser. You can't have a trial without an accuser. Can you? Prosecuting attorney. Let's not get rid of all the prosecuting attorneys in the world all of a sudden. All of a sudden, shout out to all of them who are being fired randomly to appease the wrath of a king. Yes, a tyrant. Do you understand? The greatest generation called. They want their name. They want that stuff back. You have no place, they said. No place. Good job, people. You got us all kicked out. And I was like, well, what about those of us who don't support the tyrant? They said, nope, you too. And I was like, huh? Oh, God. Right? Look back at 1940. And who do you think? You think there were striations of people? No. History doesn't work that way. You become guilty for the blood that soaks everybody else. Oh, God. Pave the streets. Pave the streets right over the dead children. Erect a giant gold statue. Praise God. Praise God. Monism. Glorious. Oh, give it to me. Next one, people. Satan's coming here. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to introduce you, right? This passage, by the way, says Israel is rooted in this stuff. Okay? This is not what you were led to believe, right? But it meshes perfectly with those prophets who are saying, stop doing these things, stop doing these things, stop doing these things. You see, it's a battle between the polytheism from the ethnic group that migrated from Crete. Yeah. Huh. Interesting. Polytheistic Judaism. Fantastic. Give me the next one. Give me the next one. You mean it has something to do with Satan? Of course it does. Right? It's connected linguistically, people. We don't have to create this. Yeah. Yeah. Let's save these final days. Hang on. Go on to the next one. Okay. What do we have here? Can you blow it up, sweetie? I can't. It's too small. Sorry. Yeah. What is the argument here in this text? Judah, right? The sons of Judah are what? They're in pleonexia. They are in a place of greed. Harpadzontes, grasping at everything they can. Hos leontas. Do you understand? They have done wrong. That first line says they have done wrong before Curio, right? Before the Curios. Right? No, the Lord. The Lord. Do you see the shift between the polytheistic mystery and monotheistic reform? And when is this all happening? This is all late Hellenistic stuff, people. The language matches everything. Give me the next one. It's gorgeous. People don't, they don't want to reckon this, but it's sitting right there in the text. Give me the next one, please. Boom. It's going to come up in a second. No, the next one. It's not up there. Sorry, people. Yeah, here. This is the next. Click on it. Okay, here it is. Okay, look at verse 8. Yeah. On account of this, right? These people are going to get bamboozled. Right? They're going to get put out. They're going to become exiles. Right? And they're going to have to take all those plagues of Egypt. Right? All those ponerias, all those things that are so dark and wicked that the people do. You mean this history, early Jewish history, early Christian history, is a history of the rebellion of a splinter group within a larger polytheistic mystery? Yes, and that polytheistic mystery had its foundation with a woman. Next one. What is the evil that you think these people are doing, right? Right? Now, look at the second line. I brought this one up, people, because look at in the kind of the middle of the sentence, tosoterion. What are we looking for? We're looking for some sort of salvation for our people. Some sort of salvation. We want ionic peace. We want ionic peace. Do you hear it in the prophetic ether? Who is the one? Now, people who will say, there are people who will say, oh, look, is this eternal peace? No, it's not. It's not eternal. No, not at all. Who is the God that we are praying to if we are Jews and Christians in this monist revolt? We are praying to Ionie. We are putting Ion in our synagogoi, in our synagogues, with the zodiac around him. You didn't know Jehovah is Ion? Oh my God. People, what have you been fed for your history? You were fed some medieval stuff, you know what I mean? It's what I call the Kabbalah test. Is this person somehow influenced by Kabbalah? Then they're medieval, bro, and you can't apply that to the ancient. It didn't exist. The first Hebrew text was presented to the world in 1000 Anno Domini by the Masoretes. Do you understand? Think about that for a minute. Think about it. Yeah. Satan is not a Hebrew word. It never has been. Yeah. Never will be. Reality is reality. And that's the fortunate thing that we have here, people, is the linguistics are just science. It's just science. We're just bringing you something and saying, put it to the test. Look at it scientifically. Break it down. Figure it out. Come up with some theories and hypotheses and test them. You know what I mean? Love it. All from the Greek. Give me the next one. Love it. More Satan. People are like, I want to see more Satan, right? Right? Okay. Let's go to the place that Satan was employed at. Right, let's go to the place. Where is it? It's Edom. And what is Edom? Edom is the place where all those holy, I'm not going to say people, those who are holy, that's where they rest. That's where they rest. You mean this says this in these texts? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Remember, these texts became banned. You will notice a lot of correspondence between what Jesus is saying, what the Septuagint is saying, what these early texts are saying. You'll notice there's some will quote others, right? Jesus is quoting Septuagint all the time. Enoch, he quotes Enoch all the time, right? It's what they're reading. It's what they're reading. You mean they're not living in illiterate? I love for churches to try to reproduce this because it's comical. It's absolutely comical. You mean they're not surrounded by literate people living in the Holy Land? Oh, the face covered. Oh my God. What are they reading? That's what they're quoting. How do you know? You know because that's what they're quoting. All right? When they quote it exactly, word for word, they probably have direct access to it. They didn't just go to the library and find it. Right? Remember, Jesus comes back to Judea. Right? And everybody's like, Jesus, this kid is educated. How did he get so educated? How old was he? How old was he? Right? That tells you two things. It tells you the locals are totally uneducated, just like the Romans give them a hard time for. There aren't any libraries. Right? Oh, God. Fantastic. Palace lists don't count. Right? Do you remember, people, I was supposed to tell you, since we're on the topic of Satan, we'll take a slight aside. I was supposed to tell you the whole, the Crusaders, those Templars they found, right? What did they do? What did the Templars do? They dug into the foundations of the temple. And what'd they find? They find a great ark with the tablets. Oh, no. They found the head of Baphomet. They found the head of Baphomet. And you mean they entered into worship rites that have to do with the baptism of the Messiah, or that's what the Etruscan title was, right? What is that Etruscan title? That's the older Pelasgian, baby. And if you look it up today, yes, Chewy, if you look it up online today, you'll find that Messiah was one of the, I think there are four, one of the four ways that they said Medea, referring to the woman, the first Christ. The first Christ. Oh, God. Do you understand where we are? People, we're on holy ground, man. We're right in the middle. We're right in the middle of this. Oh, God. Lady Babylon. Right? People want to see Lady Babylon. It's that job. It's the job of that prophet, right? To open that portal. Yeah. And how do you do it? How do you open Eve's mouth? We're going to look. I don't know if it's today or Friday, but we're going to look at how you open Eve's mouth. It's a big deal because the devil can do it. The devil can do it. Fantastic. Do you see Numa is really just an instrument? Numa just records. Numa just records. It's Egeria that is everything. Right? Fantastic. Everything that we do, every day, our culture, the things, even the way that we conduct our hygiene, all of this came from the voice of a teenage girl who never seemed to age. Perfect sibilations. Do you understand? Now, when they dug up these books later, they then hid them again. Right? 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 What do you do? Now, How is she doing it? How is she telling the future, Satan? Tell me how she's telling the future. She's using the vessel. Right? Do you understand? She's becoming the vessel. That's what they called it, people. I'm not kidding you. Becoming the vessel. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, right. Numa's sitting there right down and she's singing. Right. Don't interrupt her. Right. Don't let anybody else in when he's there. Right. He just comes back and he's got a whole bunch of scrolls. His hand hurts. Give it to me. Give me the next one. Let's do a few more of these. I want you to see the devil. People, this is a whole bunch. I just want you to. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. So, from the walls there, I did a little balancing act and took a look, right? What happens? The angels of God are there bowing before God. You know, it's that time, people. It's that time, and Satan comes, right? In the form of an angelos, right? Comes in the form of an angelos, right? Well, he is one, so he might as well take advantage of that membership, right? And what is he doing? He humne ton theon. He sings God, just like the other angels. And the text is a little bit pissy about it. It's a little bit pissy about it, right? I'm giving it the other there, right? It's trying to deprive him. Okay, fine. I get it. I see the enemy of the monism from the beginning. And then it says, let's see what happens. Oh, yeah. So I saw him there disguised as an angel, and she's looking at him, he looks at her and he says, "Are you Eve?" And she says, and I said to him, "Ego Amy." Now I want you to look at this. People. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's on the 5th line down. Ego Amy. Right? And then he says to her, "What are you doing in paradise, baby?" Like it's, wait, no, you get the beat. Boom, boom, boom. This is a great place to be, right? We're all dressed in our leather, and there she is. What are you doing in paradise, baby? Now, what's the big deal here? Turn on the lights, turn off the music, right? Which, by the way, Morpheus himself said that was a sex club, right? Fantastic. Here we are in our sex club paradise, because what are they going to end up doing? They're going to end up naked, people, right? With the knowledge of good and evil. Do you understand? Oh my God, hold on. This is Satan. I told you that we would bring. And what's it say? He says, "Are you Eve?" And she says, "Ego Amy." Now, here's the side quest that we've got here. Go ahead and take it down. When she says, "Ego Amy," everybody will have heard the argument made by theologians and rabbis that ego Amy is I am. And in the Hebrew, that's Yahweh. Do you understand me? Do you understand? That's based on this. So by that logic, she's Yahweh. You didn't see it coming. Oh, you didn't see it coming. You're naughty and so blind. But it hurts, Daddy. God. That knowledge, Timmy, it's what we need. The Bacchic whip brings us back to life. They open up another vault to the Romans, in their Pompeii and Herculaneum, and they found, what did they find there? Oh, God, the walls are covered. These people are doing the same rites. It's gorgeous. Where's the whips? Right? Oh, God, imagine this, people. You've never been to a religious rite where you've been whipped, stripped and whipped. Right? They do strip them, too. It's in the Villa of the Mysteries. Right? Wham! They're hitting them. Right? Who gets that job? Right? Who gets that job? Some priestess of the whip. right? And that way, when you see her in public, she's walking down the street, right? And you look at her, you're like, oh, right? Give her a little leeway, because she drugged me and beat the living crap out of me. But I feel better. Marcus. Now let's go take a bath together, right? Civilization. It's gorgeous. I love it. Every once in a while, we have to remember we're big supporters of civilization here, right? What is the goal of monism? To end civilization. Tyranny is the end of civilization. I hope that you're able to digest that in your brains. Right? The Orphic Fox, right? Love it. Bunch of cultists, bunch of ancient cultists. People say, are those people who talk with the stuff that Amun talks about? Are those people cultists? Well, ancient cultists, brah. Right? What do? We just resurrect the dead. That's all. Give me the next source. I want to blow people's minds. I want to shake. Yeah, give me that one again, just in case. I think that was the point I wanted to make. Yeah, what do you... Oh, no, let's keep going a little bit. Yeah. What are you doing in... You're Eve. What are you doing in paradise? And... let's see, I lost my... What are you doing in paradise? And she said, what God put us... she's talking about her SO, right? Because she's paradise. Boom, boom, boom. God put us... right there to guard, right, and to eat, right? To garden and to eat from that glorious garden. Did everybody hear that? To eat from that glorious garden, right? Yeah, so the devil answered, right? But what is it here? What does it say here? It says the devil answered through the mouth, the stoma of the office. Orpheus, right? Orpheus, right? Through the mouth of the serpent. Wait a minute. What? I thought everything was... And then we have a big theological parade. Bring in the rabbis and bring in the priests and bring in the preachers and let them say what the hell this means, because they don't know the context. They have no idea what's going on. They don't even know it's a mystery when it says it is right here in the text. Okay? Where is the voice coming from that the devil provides for the Ewa? What is the voice? Where is it coming from? It's coming from that office. Do you understand? It's coming from that office. When they say Medea mastered those venoms in a way that nobody else had, this is what they're talking about. This is satanic power. It is why the femininity, the female sexuality is baked into the rite. That's the reason that Ewa is there in the first place. Oh, God, do you know who Satan is? Satan is there to bring that poison as the morning star, as the dawn bringer. Oh, God. It's absolutely gorgeous, right? There he is. He went, right? He goes among them. A full third of them said Yahoo, this monist moron, was full of shit, right? A full third of them. Now, if you are a god and you make something and that a full third of what you make turns around and flips you the finger, something's wrong. Something's absolutely wrong, because nature doesn't do that. Nature doesn't do that. That's not Uranian. That is a second-rate monism. That is a second-rate monism. Give me the next one. Couple more of these people. Couple more of these. I need to give you so that you can get up and close. You can get up and close to the devil. Does anybody have the Ionic piece yet? Who gives that to us? It's the king of the kingdom. Right? Yeah. Yeah. So this is all in the Apocalypse of Moses. This is all the devil saying, "Hey, you should go ahead and eat of that because you're going to become hos theos." Here it's singular, right? When he's talking to Eve, right, and he explains to her what's going to happen. Don't be afraid, right? It's just going to open your eyes, and you will be esse hos theos. You will be as God, understanding agathon kaiponeron, that which is good and that which is the shameful. Right? Okay. And look, you're going to add some honor, is what you're going to do, to both the drug, the source of the drug, and the serpent. Understand? Right? But she's still afraid, it said. She was still afraid to take from the fruit. Yeah. And so he says, look, come here to me and I will give it to you. She's still afraid of the serpent. She's still afraid. Do you understand? Do you understand the right? And you're going to say, oh, it's not a right. It's a narrative. It's a right because it says it's a right. The text itself. I don't need to make that assertion. All I'm doing is translating. Give me the next. I'm going to show. Can we show him the right? Right, that the devil is putting her through. This is fantastic. Yeah. Yeah. So she says, I don't know how to swear this oath to you. What he does is he makes her swear an oath that she will take the fruit and give it to Adam, that he will also partake in it, right? And she says, I don't know how to swear an oath, but then she does. And she swears that oath on the throne of the one who is in control. The one who is in control. That throne. Do you understand? The Orphic is still there. What is Poluthronos? Mini drugged. All right. Good. And so she does. And blow it up on I want you to look at the second paragraph starting ego. I want you to look at the first, second, third, fourth, fifth line, fourth line. Tote elthe kai etheto epiton karpon hon edokimoi fagen ton ion. Oh, ton ion. People, do you see the eos? What does this say? It says the devil took the fruit, right? The one that he gave to me, and he first put eos on it. She even calls it the eos, the drug, the poison of a evil sin, of an evil wandering, right? And there becomes some things involved. Now he's just saying to me, are you sure this is a right? Just hang on. Give me the next one. Yes, I'm very sure. Who'd you throw up there? Oh, Eve. Fantastic. Okay. Fantastic. Even drugs, right? Now, people, there from the Apocalypse of Moses, we're talking about the use of the eos. The eos. The eos is what causes the oistromania. It is what makes the prophet. It is what opens the mouth of the singer. You don't know, people. Let me just describe it to you this way. You don't know this because we don't have this concept anymore. This is reviving an old concept. You have inside of you a voice. Right? We can bring out that voice via the eos. And you can become the vessel of God. Do you understand? The vessel of Apollo himself. The vessel of that music. You cannot express this without the eos. This is not a voice that if we reproduce it with the eos, it will sound like anything that you have ever heard. It will sound like nothing you have heard for the last 2,000 years. 2,000 years. This is a voice that can be resurrected only through Satan. It's his kingdom, baby. Who do you think writes the rules? Who do you think writes the rules? Do you think Jesus invited the temptation? You think he's like, dude, it's Disneyland, right? No, it's not. Or take not my word for it, but the text. That's not how it happens. It's not how it happened. It's not how it happens. It's just people's science. Do you understand now? You keep saying, this is a mystery rite. Are you sure? We're in the middle of a mystery rite with what is going on between Satan and Eve. Yes. Do you know that Numa was a priest? Did you know that? Yeah. Yeah. And who was he a priest of? He was a priest of that Korah. Absolutely beautiful. Give me the next one. Give me the next one. Is this where we are? No, but I want you to see the eos close up. Look at the third to last word, eon. You see it there? It's in the accusative case. Nice. Right? Right. Okay. That's how we get to the right. Now, let's proceed. Let's proceed within the right. I think this is the one here. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, and I shouted, right? And this voice saying, Adam, Adam, where are you? Right? And standing up again. Okay. Anasta Efe. Standing up. Right. She came to me. Kaidexo. Right? And I said, what happened? I will show to you. Mega Mysterion. I will show. Right? Come. Right? I'll show you. What is Amen showing you? The same thing the devil showed to Eve. That Eve now here is showing to Adam. Because she promised, she swore an oath that she would. Do you understand? Oh, God. Right in the middle of the art. Right in the middle. Look at the line in yellow. And I opened my stomach. I opened my mouth. Yeah. Okay. What is the whole, and who comes next? Oh, diabolos, the devil, right? I just want you to see, this entire rite is being conducted by the devil. He's the one poisoning. He's the one poisoning. That second line, it is a mega mysterion. It is a great mystery. Now, where are we? We are with Eve and the devil. And the devil is using the serpent within the mystery to open her mouth. To bring that voice. And what does ewa mean? Right? It's ewadzo. Right? That's the verbal form. Ewadzo. I am Bacchic. I cry Bacchus. So we've got the devil and Eve, and he is initiating her using the venom so that her eyes will be opened and she will be as God, knowing. Yeah, people. Yes. If you had been initiated, so would you. Okay. Satan is the source of all your mystery. Satan is the source of Judaism. Satan is the source of Christianity. It's a mechanism, people. The mystery is an operation. There is a mechanism for perpetuating the operation, and that mechanism is the anomia. That is where the ladies excel. Do you understand? The Bacchic turn, right? Every 3 years, the music of Apollo becomes Bacchic. We have to get there through these women who bring us that disharmonic sudden shift. The priest of Apollo gets it. I know he does. I know he does. Oh, God. I just felt it within the cosmos, people. Oh, God. Oh, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be absolutely... Oh. Love it. Give me the next, please. Hurry before... I think we're going to finish. Is this going to be... I think we're finished with something. We'll turn to part 2. So that you can take a little time. What are the drugs, in addition to the eos, that the apocalypse of Moses shows you, right? Oh, what are the drugs? You know that's my personal favorite, people. You know it's got to be my personal favorite. Look at me. Oh, God, I love it. I love it. Crocon. Now, crocon, we've got crocus, we've got plants. Nardon. Yep, nard. Oh, my God. Calamus is there? Yeah. And ginamomon. Is that our cinnamon? Yes, it is, right? Fantastic. What are we doing? Well, in the apocalypse of Moses, when Adam and Eve get kicked out, because they talk about what it was like getting kicked out of the garden, they were told, right, they could take some drugs with them, not the eos, some of the drugs with them. And that's kind of a little puzzle I want to leave with you. Is Eve's removal of drugs from the garden itself. Yeah. Now, who made it happen? They got kicked out of the garden. Who let them take those drugs? Adam and Eve. Because, the Kurios was pissed, right? Some angels got involved. And what happened, man? They were like, dude, you can take some things, right? They convinced him, right? There's lineage here. There's Seth. We talk about Seth, right? Because, oh God, there's a scene in this work where it talks, God is walking, Yahoo's walking with his bras, his angels, right? And they're like, dude, right? What is this? And God's like, that's a dead body. And it's Abel, right? It turns out Abel, because Cain got sick of his shit and killed him, right? And there he is. And they walk upon him. And what does God say to the angels? He says, take a message. Do we have this one? If you can find it, I think it may be the next one. He says, no, you know what? Just leave it. This is too wonderful. It says in the Greek, God tells the angel, take a message to Adam. And the right that I showed you, don't give it to Cain. Okay. The mystery that I showed you, don't give to Cain. He expressly prohibits the transference of this mystery to Cain. And then he says, don't worry, you're going to have Seth, right? There will be a line to propagate that mystery, but not through Cain. All right. Can you believe it says that? Yeah, it says that in the Greek. I'm going to stop with the sources there. And I want to back off tonight. We'll continue next time. And when that source comes up, then I'll go ahead and show it to you. So I'm not just, I don't normally just quote something without actually showing it to you. So you can proof it if you need to, you know what I mean? But I want to stop there, and I'm not going to just bail quickly tonight. Tonight I want to summarize. And I want us to kind of step back as the satanic congregation. And I want to see that when we are looking at Satan from the earliest depictions, that we have, and we get right down to the language, and we just dump any theology, right? All of this creates theology. And this text that we're looking at, it's in the black section, it's in the non-canonical section, because to be quite frank, it's too mouthy about the mystery, right? It's too much. You're not supposed to give this information out. This brings lightning. I love it. I love it. But there they are. There they are giving it to each other, right? And this is the mystery. I wanted you to see tonight that the eos is at the heart of that mystery. So don't be surprised when you're looking at monist reflections of that original mystery. Don't be surprised if you're going to be seeing things like that purple, for example, right? That continuous exposure to the purple, it keeps appearing, right? And what are they using it for? Right? Realize that you're tracing a history of the religion that is. Yeah, the religion that is. Now, the joke that I said earlier, I don't quite think it caught on, right? Because I didn't do it right. I didn't set it up right. But you'll notice that Eve tells the devil, "Ego Amy," right? And that's what people say. The theologians and the rabbis will tell you, oh, well, that's the expression of God, right? And the name, remember Yahoo and all that, right? That doesn't happen in this text. So every time somebody else, some theologian, some Christian theologian says, oh, this is God saying, I am that I am. Right? No, it's not. And I've been saying that forever. No, it's not the I am. You just made something up. That's a theological virus on a text that you just planted there. Thank you very much. We got to cleanse it. We got to wipe that shit off and just look at the original. People, Satan taught Eve the right and then told him, take it to Adam. And what did Yahoo say when he found the body? Don't give him the right that I showed you. Don't give it to him. People wandering. It's a universe that you haven't seen. Yeah. And it's all there. It's all there, right? And gorgeous, sexy Mother Greek is gorgeous, sexy Mother Greek. Now, people, I want to reach out to the congregation before we go and say, I hope everybody is well. Yeah, Yahoo was let's go ahead and put that one. Yeah, wait. Yeah, right. Right. Yeah, under many circumstances, you know what I mean? Right. It's the way that you have to, won't betray you, Northern Muse. Thank you. Big Chief. Love your picture there, by the way. I forget that guy's name, but what was it? The good, the bad, the ugly that he was in? I think that was the one, right? You gotta love it. I feel like Almond would be a good vocalist for a band. Oh God, I'm not so sure, man. I would have to be in some kind of state. You know what I mean? I would have to be under the influence of demons. You know what I mean? But thank you. Yeah, Lee Van Cleef. Thank you for the compliment, by the way. That's a really nice compliment. Singer in a band, right? Oh God, that would be fantastic. Give me the next one. It's too bad I can't sing. Amen. The light bringer. Isn't that gorgeous? In Numa's case, definitely. Look what he was doing. He was writing the song down of this girl who is creating the future. She's literally sitting. You realize all our hats and all our ceremony and everything we do when we go into battle, we do this. We have to have this justifying. We have to use that. All of that is coming from her song. It's all her song. Imagine this. Your ruler says, you know what we're going to do? We're going to do what she says. Who says? That girl. That girl? Yes, that girl. She is the vessel for the divine. Right? Oh, God. They didn't rely on any old white men. No, they didn't. They picked a singer. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, God. I love it, right? Now, the old white men, of course, being the Constitution, right? Because that's as close as we can get. He's setting up the culture, the future culture of the people through this prophetess, this girl. Right? And don't make any mistakes. She's a minor. Right? She's a nymph. She has a dedicated grove. The water source fountain. Nymph. This is the water that adheres. Do you understand? This is Genesis speaking to you through Satan. Thank you for coming tonight. Part 2 comes up Friday. And I can give you more spankings then. Chewy, thanks for the great job tonight. Everybody, thank you for coming. And I can't wait to see you Friday. Hail Satan.
Do you like balloons? Here, have a bunch. It's Johnny, Dog Harbor Naked Lunch. Hecate of the darkest rhythm, bass and drum. Something wicked this way comes. My fire goes right through on a broomstick or two, with a bag full of magic for you. Two, volume on loud, speakers on boom. Dressed to kill, license to ill.